Hi guys, it's Melissa with Melissa Peterson Designs. Happy Friday. I've got a project I've been excited to work on all week. I went to Anna's furniture boutique yesterday and I got a new gadget. I love a gadget, so it's one of those stancing transfer tools for big projects. Monday after my Facebook Live, I went up to Falveys to get some supplies, and they had this long board that I saw that kind of intrigued me, and I asked what it was, and they called it car siding, and I guess that people use it for in place of shiplap. And on the opposite side is, so basically right here is one board right here, there's the second board and third board. So I asked them to cut it in 30-inch strips, and I came home and I glued it and put it together, and I used like 1x2s and screwed them in on the back side so that way I have my own plank. Hello, how are you doing? I can't see who's on, so let me know who's here. If you got any questions, let me know. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't see if there's any questions, but I'll come back and ask. But I want to stain this, and I've been dying to use this America Transfer by Prima ReDesigns. And this transfer is 23 by 30 inches, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to use Dixie Belle's No Pain Gel Stain and Black Smoke, Black Magic. So I'm going to show you how I did that. And then when I get done getting this on so that way it starts drying, I'll show you what I did on another sign that I'm working on as an experiment, and I'll show you how I stained it. So basically I'm going to start with this is what I used on my other one. I've wet this down, and I've got all the water wringed out, and after shaking this up really good, I went ahead and just squirted it on, and then just basically rub it in. And I just go in the directions of the wood. And pretty much when you get this on, you can let this dry, and if you want it darker, you can go back and do another coat until you get the desired look you want. You put a little bit more on there. I want to make sure and get the edges, because with this transfer, I'm not sure how much that'll show through, except for maybe on the grooves. If the transfer doesn't bend to that very well, or if I have trouble with that, that's where it might really show up. That and on the edges. So if this is hanging on a wall, I want to make sure to get the edges really good. So if you use this Black Magic before, or the No Pain Gel Stain, let me know how you do it. Because you can use a brush if you like. There we go, that part's done. I'm going to go ahead and get the sides first. Morning! So I've been wanting to do an American flag project for a while now, so I was really excited when I came across this piece of wood at the local lumber store. It was like in the scrap pile section is where it was at. Let me make sure I'm getting that top side good. There we go. So I'll just keep adding to my rag and keep applying it on the wood until I get everything covered the way I want it. And I'm just going to do one coat. So that's where we're at so far. And it's really easy, and there's no smell. When I use real stain, I usually have to do it downstairs, and it's not a pleasant experience while it's drying. There we go. I was adjusting my camera to try and get the best angle, and it's hard with this big project. I did sand this before. Once I put this together, I did sand it with my sander just to get the rough edges. And I just see a spot where I kind of knocked it, so I've got a wood thing hanging. Let me see here. Almost done. There we go. I'm getting there. I hope you guys had a great week. Oh, there we go. I had a couple spots were showing. I needed to smooth out. So this is called car siding. Okay, I got a little bit more at the base edge here and I'm ready to go. So there's my rag. It's been well used. And it washed out pretty good. I'll squirt a little bit more on here and get the ends here. And usually when I do my signs, I do the back side too, but I'm not going to worry about that on here. That's just my personal preference. Make sure I got everything. Okay, and it usually dries really quick. So I'm done with that. We're going to let that dry. And I'm going to show you what I did here. Actually, I probably should move that. For once, my table's not big enough. Hold please, as Tracy would say on Tracy's Fancy. Okay. This sign is kind of like something I just decided to play with. And I did this one a couple nights ago, and I actually used Dixie Belle's Caviar and stained my wood with it. And basically, I just used the lid of my Caviar and I added maybe like 50 water, 50 Caviar, and it almost watered it down too much, so I added more paint to it with my paintbrush, and I just basically painted it on and just kept blending it in until I got that look. So I don't know, I like how that turned out. So basically I stained this with Dixie Belle's Caviar, and then I painted this, I masked it off, and I painted this. Oh, I think that's Stormy Seas, and then that got Lemonade there. Lemonade, yeah. So, and that's something I'm going to work on. So I want to show you how it looks after I seal it. I had to run to Knoxville yesterday and get more supplies, and what I needed was more sealer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like after it's been sealed. So I like these big brushes. I like how they put the sealer on. And usually it's just a nice thin coat. Only go over it once or twice in that one area and just keep moving. And then if you have to do a second or third coat, which you really should actually, then go back over it after it's dried and you can do it again. So what I showed you was before any sealer had been put on it. And when you do something like that with the paint watered down, make sure after it's dry you go over it with your sanding block, because that will raise the wood grain on it and make it kind of rough again. So I had done that and had to resand it a little bit with the 220 grit sand block. So it was really neat. Oh, there we go. Make sure I get my edges good. Don't want any drips. So basically that's what it looks like with one coat of sealer on there. I think that's really pretty color. So I'm gonna have to play with that. I don't know when I'm gonna put it on it yet, but I'll figure it out. Okay. I brought my air gun down to use if I needed to. And and that's almost dry. We're awfully close. If I have to use air gun, I will, but I just want to remind you that I have a March challenge going on. So if you like my video, comment done and let me know you've shared the video. I'll put your name in the jar, and you'll get an 8-ounce jar of your color of choice. The winner will on the 29th of May. So if you'd like to earn or win a 8-ounce jar of Dixie Belle paint, make sure you like, comment, and share this video, or any video I've done this month. So, yikes. Okay. It is really weird. I can see, you know, comments on there or something on there, but I can't see what's actually being said, and I'm sorry about that. This is the bottom part of the America Transfer, and this is the top part. So I'm going to work on putting that on here for my American sign. And I'm hoping to get part of the transfer into the grooves. We'll see how that works out. So I'm going to use my new tool. So if you got any projects, let me know what you're working on. If you're making anything or working in the garden. Hi, Meryl. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Okay. Corky wants to go out. She can go out. Okay, I'm going to take the backing off because it comes basically in 3 layers. The backing, the transfer, and then the clear part that's over the transfer. So we're going to see how well this tool works. Yikes. I'm trying hard not to touch it with my fingers. Kind of lay it where I want it. So this sign is 20 by 30 inches and the transfer is 23 by 30 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and use this tool and just start rubbing. We'll see how well this works, because each one also comes with their own little stick too, which is nice. So I can get that out of the way there for you. I want it to kind of wrap around in those grooves too, so we'll kind of see how that works. I'm going to use both. Has anybody used this to transfer before? What do you think of it, if you have? I got this one from Salvage Soul from Pat in Perry, Iowa. I saw that she had them available, so I contacted her by a private message and she shipped it to me. I think I got it within like 3 days since she had it on hand. Okay, go back to this. There we go. Seems like whenever I do these, I always use a lot of elbow grease. I see other people use them, and sometimes it looks like they just come on so easily, and other times it looks like they have to use elbow grease too. So I don't know if it's the person or the transfer. Okay, that part is staying. So just slowly pull back to see where you're at. And that's where I'm going to probably not get the whole groove. Yeah, I like this tool. Usually my videos are about 15 minutes long, so I'm afraid this one's probably going to be a little bit longer. Sorry about that. Okay, that's coming up a little bit. so just push it back down and just rub it again. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking this tool. This one I picked up at the Furniture Boutique yesterday in Knoxville, Iowa, with Anna, and she had one more, it looked like, if I remember right. I gotta be careful because I know I have it rubbed over here. So if you got any questions, just let me know. I'll come back and answer them unless somebody's on here who can answer it for me. Kind of giving my eyes a break from wearing contacts, so they got irritated this week with all the sanding I did. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. And actually, after I get this transfer on, if I want to, I can actually even stencil over it a saying if I wanted to. I don't have to leave it like this, or I can, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Now, if I had stained this board with regular oil-based stain, I would have had to wait a couple of days before I could have done this. That's what's so nice about the no pain gel stain. So in case you just hopped on, don't forget I've got the May Gifting Challenge, and for the May Gifting Challenge, I'm going to give away an 8-ounce jar of paint from Dixie Belle. It'll be in any color of the winner's choice. All you have to do is just like my page, like this video, and share this video or any video in this month, and I'll put your name in the jar. And actually, for each time you share one of my videos, I'll put your name in the jar again, so that way you get more than one chance. And I'll draw the winner on May 29th. Okay, I'm pushing down the corners and the grooves. Yeah. Making sure there's no air bubbles. I've got a couple over here, so I'm pushing them out because I want that transferred down on my board. Okay, so this is the first half. So what you think about that? So I got the groove, so I went ahead and pushed the stencil down in there, so it kind of broke apart, which is okay. It's a rustic board, rustic sign. So, and then when I get done with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my sanding block over it and just sand right over it, and I'll kind of distress it some more. Okay, and that just kind of helps distress it a little bit more. Kind of shows the wood grain through a little bit. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. So I'll go ahead and do the bottom one if you guys want to stick around and watch. Or you can come back and check. That way you can kind of see the finished product. Hopefully I can get this on here straight and I don't mess up. Okay, because on the second part, there's a little bit of the blue from the flag part where the stars are at. Whew, I'm getting a workout today. I'm doing this without contacts. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna take it right there. I might have overlapped a little bit too much, but not bad for doing without contacts on. And just do the same thing. So if you pull a little of the piece up and you got transfer coming up with your plastic clear piece, push it back down right away and just start squeegeeing. I do like this tool. It really is making it a lot easier for this big piece. Okay. That little groove's driving me nuts right there. Okay, let me see where I'm at. And I do use my fingers sometimes too. I want to get that little piece there. Let me see if I can use scissors on it. Okay, I think that helped. I just kind of cut in the groove so I can get that one little red piece in there. All right, babe. Scared Jazz. Sorry I'm so quiet. I'm concentrating. And just rub your hands over it, get any bubbles out. Hopefully there's none in there. But now's the time to find them. Okay. Here we go. There's my new flag sign. So yeah, I can go ahead and seal over this down the road if I want to. I can make a sign on here and stencil something on there if I want. I can come back, I can add some glaze over it and just kind of distress it some more and make it look more aged. So that's it, my American flag. So I'll go ahead and seal that, and I'll debate on adding glaze to it or not. So that is it. I hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend. If you got any questions, let me know. Sorry I can't see anything. So you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.